Oh, excuse me. Hey Libra, this is Mama TPG with One Love, One Light Tarot. Welcome to your love prescription reading. I've been away for a little bit, just getting back into the swing of things this week. So let's get started. Spirit, what is the area that Libra needs to focus on in order to improve their love life? And we have humility. It says, you have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are on the same, but on different paths. So what I feel like Spirit is saying is recognizing that, this probably isn't an issue for you, but you're no better than anybody else. And everybody is, doing the best they can and at different places on kind of similar paths, but we're all going through and experiencing things differently. But we all have lessons that need to be learned. We all have, faults and or strengths and weaknesses. So I feel like Spirit is just calling your attention to that. So what about the connection here? Either the partner in their current relationship or a new connection coming through. And we have freedom. It says, you are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. And the colors are very synchronistic here. I feel like, this is about freedom. This is really about getting out of your own head and not allowing, those borders that you put up in your head to dictate the limits that you can experience. So, I mean, we all need, borders and, what is the real word I'm looking for here? We all have to set boundaries. That's the word. We all have to set boundaries for others in order to preserve our own, self-worth. But this is the boundaries that you put on yourself, the self-imposed restrictions, it's saying. And so recognize that that could be limiting you. Now, I'm pulling the cards as if this is you and this is your connection, but they can flip-flop just because it is general, so take it how it resonates with you. What is the overall prescription for this connection? And we have willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. So there may be a need here to compromise, and it's about looking at how you can compromise without letting go of who you are, right? And things that are really high priority for you. Those are the things that you need to keep in place and fight for, in a sense. So if that's not something that can be compromised, then that is not on the table, and that's something that you both need to recognize. So let's see what the story is here. Why is willingness here for this Libra relationship? And we have 10 of Wands. There may be just, things are just harder than they have to be. Just really one of you may be taking on more of a load than others. And it could be even that you're both struggling like this. And that tells you, that's a clear indication, like a relationship is work, but it shouldn't be extremely hard and burdensome, right? And we have the Star. So this is about seeing things from a higher perspective and really having that spiritual guidance, protection, and, this could be wish fulfillment. I feel like it's just about really seeing, what kind of compromise you can come to so that it's not such hard work, especially if it's all on one person. And we also get the Empress. And I feel like the Empress is all about growth and about being a supportive partner, about abundance. And so I think that there is definitely, some work that needs to be done in order to really, this is major stuff here, because you got two major arcanas and the closing of a cycle, this 10 of Wands. So what needs to be compromised? What are you both willing to give in order to see this love grow? Okay, so why is humility here for Libra? And we have the King of Cups, and this is really about that. This is really about that emotional stability, that supportive nature, about recognizing the value of your own emotions and not being willing to compromise too much when it comes to your own self-worth. And we have the Three of Cups and the Tower. So I do feel like this is, you know, with the Tower coming through this, I mean, and it coming after the Three of Cups, for some of you, this may be a third-party situation where there's someone, doesn't necessarily have to be an affair, but there is someone, could be, you know, a mother-in-law or, you know, an adult child in the relationship that just seems to be getting, you know, their say in what's going on within your relationship. And this is really a partnership between two people, and those outside influences can be very detrimental, especially if you allow that. You know, it's about recognizing that, you know, if you're leaving the back door open to things like that, Spirit is going to knock things down and you know, force you to create a more solid foundation here. All right, so why is freedom here for this connection? And we have the Nine of Swords. Again, this is self-imposed, you know, kind of self-imposed prison, these what if and this fears taking over and causing you to feel restricted. Which is a little bit more the Eight of Swords energy, but I'm getting that it's really making this much harder than it has to be, because somebody is really caught in their head about something in regard to this relationship. Okay, we got Six of Pentacles, and this is all about balance. This is about generosity, but also, you know, getting back what you're putting in. So it creates that, you know, that flow within a relationship. And it doesn't have to be money. It could be anything that keeps that flow going in order for everyone to feel like they have equal competence within the relationship. And we have the World, which is coming out a lot because I feel like there is portals and gateways opening spiritually. And a lot of the issues or challenges that we're going through are dependent on us closing certain cycles and being able to walk through this gateway where everything, there's ascension happening, there's new clarity, there's secret knowledge that you weren't aware of that suddenly is going to become clear to you. All right, so let's see, why is the Empress here under willingness? And we have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Vessels, and the Ace of Wands. So this is really about bringing love into everything and having this new opportunity for growth. You see that this wand has new leaves of growth. This is really about a new growth opportunity, and that's what the Empress is all about. And this will bring about that, you know, that heavenly love that most people are searching for. Okay, so why is the Tower here under humility? Okay, and we have the Ten of Pentacles, another 10. So there is cycles that need to be closed. This is about security. This is about recognizing, you know, the path that you're on and feeling committed to that, right? and feeling again that equality within a relationship. And I think that that's what this humility card is talking about. What else here? The Page of Wands. So this is about new passion. This is about really starting a new adventure. And so I feel like, you know, this Tower moment could be something that is unexpected that comes along and really kind of shakes things up for you. In order for you to start this new venture, this new approach to your relationship. Okay, so why is the Six of Pentacles here under freedom? And we have the Five of Pentacles, which is that lack mentality, that feeling like nobody is there for you, that feeling like you have to do everything on your own. And I don't think that that's the case. I think that that's something that's in your mind, because it does take two to make this relationship work. And we have the Empress again. So I feel like there's really this confirmation that it's time for some really, you know, for abundance. You have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, which is all about abundance. And the Empress brings about new growth, brings about abundance, brings about that supportive connection. And I feel like that's what the Empress is here to represent. All right, so let's see what the guidance is for Libra. So you actually have three tens here. You have the Ten of Pentacles here, the Ten of Cups here, and the Ten of Wands here. So the only thing that's not here is the Ten of Swords. So that's a good thing. The Ten of Swords is all about, you know, betrayal and deception, and just really being stabbed in the back to the point where you felt like, geez, you might not live through it, right? So that isn't here, and that is for a reason. I feel like you're definitely seeing a clear picture here. You may have just been caught in your head on how to proceed. So what guidance do we have for Libra? And we have get to know each other. What does it say? Learn to meet another's need for love. I need glasses so bad. Okay, so I feel like it's, you know, with humility, it's about recognizing your own needs, but also recognizing the others' needs too, right? In order to both have that equal give and take within the relationship. What other guidance do we have for Libra? Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. And I feel like that goes here under this willingness, that understanding, that patience, that willingness, because of how much you care for someone, in order to, you know, really look at things and want to put things in their best, on the best path possible, right? What other guidance do we have? Relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. And it does take strength to do the equal give and take, the understanding the need for compromise, and the willingness, right? The willingness to compromise. So I feel like this is a really good message. It feels totally doable, like really something that can be discussed and take you to that higher level and bring you through that gateway, right? We have the World here, and it's really about that new spiritual gateway that that 2020 has brought about. So if you want to check out any more detailed astrological events that are going on, I am an avid follower of Divine Debut 11 on YouTube, and I will try to remember to put a link to her channel in the description, or at least in the comments. She's wonderful at really breaking down the astrology of all of this, and it's very enlightening, and it's really quite phenomenal how much has gone on in 2020 and how it has coincided with my life personally, and I'm sure that you have that, you'll see that same synchronicity. All right, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And remember that the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.